Let's wander over to the musical ability trainer. So let's go into the reference section and let's open it up. And this window appears, which has the usual cast of characters. Load, delete, create a new library, duplicate current library with a new name. So let's just load this. So we select it, load, and we get the edit window. So the edit window is where you set up what's going to be happening in the testing window. So right now, I've got a whole bunch of list boxes. We've got presets, techniques, licks, direction, ideas, applications, sequences, whatever, root note selections, chords, and scale or modes. So what's going on here? So we can grab this, for example, and delete all. So watch this. My philosophy is more mouse, less keyboards. So let's press scales and we can just grab these and drag them in. And if we want more, we can just grab all of these and just drag them in. Now, it'll only test you on the ones that you've actually got ticked. So let's just get out of there and go tick all. And we can do the same thing with chords. So here's all our chords in Guitar Sight Reader Toolbox. And let's add, say, a minor 7 flat 5 because that's an important chord. And let's go down here and grab an altered chord. Very good. Bang, bang. Nice. We've also got it for root notes. So root notes. Say if I want to add some more. Say if I want to add the flats, so let's grab all the flats here, just drag them in, and tick all. Great. So, root notes, pretty obvious, chords, scales. Now, if you did make a mistake, say if I wanted to choose Locrian Sharp 2 and not Locrian, I can go Editable, click on Locrian, and then add Sharp 2, enter, then go out of it. Now if it's not editable, that means I can actually drag it around. That's the same with all of these, so now you can actually edit them without having to go add, lick, plus, etc. if you make a mistake, for example. So how does this work? I've got all these ticked, so let's go to testing window. The reason for this tool came out because I remember reading in Guitar Player magazine ages ago that Stanley Jordan had created a program that would spit out a scale and you'd have to play it. So this does the same thing. So it's text generated, and right now if I click generate new idea, play scale run over an A Phrygian scale, using octave shapes idea and using ascending direction. Now, I don't like that play scale run, so I can actually go back to this. And I'm going to edit this and put edit, yep. And I'm going to change that to a scale run for a bit better grammar. Okay, now we can go to testing window, play a scale run. See, it's better. Play a scale run over an E Locrian Sharp 2 scale. Use a 3-note per string shapes idea and use an ascending direction. Now, I can turn off direction, for example. Yep. So the direction is no longer available. Let's turn off application. So play a scale run over G flat major pentatonic scale. You can also do it over a chord. Play a scale run over a C major chord, a D major 7 chord, an E minor chord. Now, I should mention something about these list boxes. It won't repeat the same idea because what it's doing is it's going through the scale list and choosing a brand new combination each time. It's not doing it by random. So, the other thing you can do now is licks. So if I go to licks, play lick 1 in the key of C. Say if you have 10 licks, like if we go back here, say if I'm working on 10 licks, I can go to testing window and See? And then you have to like pull out these licks and whatever keys you've got going on there. A really good side effect of this tool is that it helps you to create new themes, licks and ideas and pieces because of the nature of trying to create these more interesting lines. You might create one of these lines and go, hey, that sounds really cool. What about if I combine it with this previous idea I tried? And then you create this brand new lick, and before you know it, you've got something that you could use as the head of an instrumental piece. So lots of really cool ideas. So what you're doing is you're actually creating new ideas. Look at this, without the root note. Yeah. You've also got a metronome. You've got tap, -10, -1, +1, +10. You can also click on 120 and edit it. Let's change it to 60. Enter. So now this is going at 60 beats per minute. Down here you have your recording control. I'm in Windows, so it's actually got a set amount of seconds of recording, but you can definitely choose which of your inputs you're using. So that's record, stop record, play, and you can send your file as an audio recording to someplace on your computer. Alright, so that's it. That's the long and short of the Musical Ability Trainer. You'll basically be able to try all your techniques in all the keys in all musical situations and just flabbergast yourself. Oh, I should also mention up here, please use the percentage character for flats. That's just because of the nature of my font, because sometimes you want the word to actually have the word B in there. I haven't got one here, but if you use, like, say, a font that uses B for flat, then you can have all sorts of problems. Say if you had let's choose a scale with a B in it. Let's choose, I don't know what this is, but let's just drag that in. So that B, especially if it was a small b, would turn up as a flat. This is usually what happens with fonts, but in my font I'm replacing all the flats with this percentage character because that works. So if I go here and I press percentage, I get a flat. FYI. Okay, I should also mention presets. So presets, at the moment I'm in First Library, so I can actually check out information for my presets, select my preset. So this is a completely different setup for root notes, and if I go to testing window, this is all set up as I set up root notes. So generate new idea, find an E on the high E string, find a D on the D string. So you can create unlimited amounts of presets in a library. Of course you can have multiple libraries, so it's just a nuts situation. Now if you have a smaller screen, this is true for my 2010 MacBook Pro, and it's got a smaller screen. It's running Sonoma using OpenCore. You can go find out more about that tool on the internet. But for example, say if I wanted to, see if I can shrink this. Say if I had the screen that was like this, and I couldn't see all of it. Check this out. So you've got navigation. Scroll up, scroll down, scroll left, scroll right. So you just use your gaming keys and control, and you can, gotta get into the, click here. You can go down, across, up, and if you use E, you can center it. So you can get to all of the parts on this edit window without too much problems. Of course, if you've got a reasonably modern monitor, you'll see all of this. Okay, so there we go. There's a video demo, there's show testing window, You can copy and paste and everything. Powerful.